Yo, even the NHL is giving LeBron hell. And y'all know bronzexuals can't be taking it well.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, Ring Culture, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, I want y'all to go over to my reaction page, the Nuclear Reactor, and check out my sports reaction. Y'all will really love those. But back over here on Ring Culture, I need y'all to like and comment down below because that helps me get into the algorithm. Make sure y'all share my videos so I can grow the community over here. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload. And let's get into this. So, I seen a few other cats speak on this already. Dreamers Pro and my boy Uncommon Sense. I love those channels, by the way. They spoke on ex-NHL player PK Subban. I hope I'm saying his last name correctly. Well, he was speaking about today's NBA and the effort that they give the All-Star Game performances they've been giving out, load management, and a lot of it seemed like he was talking about LeBron James. He never says LeBron James' name, but he is clearly talking about LeBron James. So before I give my opinion on this whole situation, I want y'all to listen to what the Bull said. Check it out.
100%. I did speak on behalf of the fans, but I think I also spoke to some players too. And not just current players, retired players, athletes that are no longer around the game but still watch the game and enjoy it, that look at the game and say, you know what, I don't like that, or, hey, I wish this was still the same. Why is that changing? All of that stuff. And, you know, that's the feedback that I've gotten back from a lot of players and athletes, is that they appreciated it because, you know, in our sport in hockey, there's a lot of guys who didn't make $1 million a year, that didn't make $8 million, $9 million, that had to go and find jobs after playing. But you want to know something? Those guys played banged up. They played hurt. They played injured. They fought. They gave everything they had to give. And that has allowed me to make the money that I made in the National Hockey League. That has allowed me to have a decent job after my career's over because now we have a TV deal. So what I'm saying is you cannot forget it. Matt, you know this. You play with superstars. You played against them, right? You see them. That is a small percentage of the sport are the stars.
Yep.
You know, people forget about the rest of the league.
Right.
Like there's a lot of other guys out there, and we have to think about it. The responsibility of the players is to push the game forward. If you are part of that greatness conversation, that's how I'm evaluating you. Are you moving the needle for the game, or are you just moving it for you? Because if you're moving it for you, we'll celebrate you as a great player. We'll say, hey, you're a great player, awesome, you know, one of the all-time. But to put you in that category of a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, in my opinion, because I followed those guys. I didn't follow them just because of their rings. I followed them because of their mentality, their approach to the game.
Yep.
That is, I celebrate that more than anything in sports. I don't care. I will take a guy that empties the tank on the ice and loses on a bad bounce or bad. I will celebrate him as a champion because that's what I want guys to follow. That is what sports is all about. There's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. It's not always the best team that wins. It's not always the best player that ends up hoisting the trophy. But ultimately, what I have to take from you is when I watch you for 82 games, do you give everything you have? Do you show up every night? Do you do right by your teammates? Do you do right by the game? Because ultimately, that is the best part of your legacy. That is what people will remember about you more than your championships and your rings.
I agree with every word. NBA player. Look, remember Draymond Green was arguing that 82 games was too much for an NBA player to play. What? You guys getting paid obscene amounts of money, and y'all paychecks are coming from us. We are paying to see you guys play. So, if you think 82 games is too much, how about your pay is less, a lot less? You want to get paid the same or more, but you want to put out less entertainment. You want to put out less work. That's crazy to me, because they already make too much money, in my opinion. They make absurd amount of money, and you want to work less. That's absurd to me. You play 82 games a season. We work all year round. Y'all make a lot of money. Way more money than we'll see in our lifetimes. But it's too much money. It's too much. Too many games for y'all for 3 months of the season to play that we're paying for. Not only that, I remember I was watching one of the documentaries about the Bulls, and one of the guys said Michael Jordan knew that there was a kid that had never seen him play, that possibly wouldn't see him play again. So he felt the obligation to play every game. We lost that now, and these guys are more selfish than anything else. They're making all this money, and now they're snooty and Hasidity. They oh no, we shouldn't have to play. But there are kids out there from poor neighborhoods, whether the hood or rural, that saved up money to come see their favorite NBA player play, while the NBA player is nursing or hurt in a way where he can fight through it. That's insane to me. So the NBA is popular. The NBA thrives off of superstars. All sports do. They thrive off of superstars. That number one and that number two, mainly the number one, but sometimes the number two as well, because when Kobe and Shaq played, they thrived off of both of those guys. That's just one example of many. Imagine back then those guys saying, nah, you know, man, my ankle hurts, so I'm just going to sit down and I'm not going to play today. I'm going to rest myself for the playoffs. That's crazy. That's crazy. It drives me insane watching guys sit on the bench being hurt and not playing. Injury is a different thing, but being hurt and not playing, and these guys making so much money and saying that 82 games isn't enough. And Draymond Green also said that if you work a 9 to 5, I don't want to hear your opinion. What? We the ones who pay your salary. Are you insane? Then to get to the point where he said that if you're in that superstar category, I'm going to evaluate you as such, which we should. We spend time downgrading. Now in the NBA now, just to protect LeBron, we blame all his failures on role players, not the superstar who gets the most praise when they win. We don't want to give LeBron any blame when he loses. That's what he's talking about. I want to evaluate you as your position in the hierarchy of the NBA. He's right about that. Look, he said if you're pushing the game forward for you know, the future generation's sake, the fans' sake, the team's sake, fine. But if you're pushing it forward for yourself, I'm going to evaluate you as such. We all know LeBron James do things in a selfish manner. We watch LeBron James in the games late while his team is getting their doors blown off so he can get his stats. We watch LeBron James pick up his player option this year and then say if the Lakers don't put a team around him, he's going to leave. How bipolar is that? LeBron James created super teams for himself so he can get as many championships as he can, so he can be in the GOAT conversation. These are all selfish moves. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. So he even mentioned that I won't put you in the category of Kobe and Michael Jordan. Kobe and Michael Jordan had a dedication to the game for the game's sake, for the love of the game. LeBron does it for the love of himself. That's why he'll never be in the category of GOAT. I seen the video of Michael Jordan walking down the street and fans was behind him making GOAT sounds. We watched LeBron James walk through New York and they tell him to get the hell out of New York. It's a big difference. People respect hard work. They respect guys who stick it out and fight and get over the hump. And not only get over the hump, but dominate after they get over that hump. LeBron James doesn't do that. That's why LeBron James' final record is so pitiful, is because he's a fraud. 18 seasons without winning the championship, and we got this guy from House of Highlights saying that that Michael Jordan's 6-0 record is a narrative. It's reality, pimp. It's not a narrative. He went 6-0 because your guy can't win enough championships. You want to call a perfect record in the NBA through hard work and domination a narrative. The only narratives surround frauds. That's it. When you a fraud, you get the narrative of people celebrating 10 finals appearances more than 6 final wins. You get the narrative of people saying that a guy who dominated didn't make the championship for 9 seasons, but not the guy who didn't win the championship for 18 seasons, who didn't make it to the finals 12 seasons. See, these narratives don't work because LeBron James underachieved so much that when you take shots at guys who are better than him, it makes LeBron look worse. You know what I'm saying? This guy, PK Subban, is 100% correct. Today's NBA, who have been infected by LeBron's selfishness and straight up lack of leadership and weakness, is the problem. I'm going to be happy when a lot of these guys in this era retire. I'm going to be happy when they go away. I'm going to be happy when I don't have to hear these guys say 82 games is too many games while I'm making X amount of millions of dollars. I'm going to be happy when I see players, when players who are just stat padding goes away. I'm going to be happy when we get rid of the players who downplay winning championships because they can't win championships, because they can't win enough championships. I'm going to be happy when players stop deciding to get 3 number 1 caliber franchise players in their prime to all get together so they can get easy rings. When this era of basketball is over and we get back to some semblance of reality and normalcy in the NBA like it was in the 80s and 90s, I'm going to be happy about that. Because player empowerment has turned into an ugly thing in the NBA. It's going too far. It is just absurd. When we get defense back in the league, when we change some rules back so we can get competitiveness on defense, I'm going to be happy. When we can get an all-star game that's entertainment but competitive, especially in the fourth quarter, I'm going to be happy. These NBA players saying now in the all-star game, that's a vacation for us. Why should we play hard in the all-star game? Y'all only play, y'all play 3 months. 3 months out of the year. Y'all can vacation in the off season. It's absolutely absurd. Millionaires, multi-millionaires, some billionaires crying about working for 82 games for 3 months. It's absurd. When this NBA is over, maybe the ratings might go back up. But LeBron James has led the charge into destroying the NBA brand. And when they're gone, I'm going to be happy. But what do y'all think about what PK Subban said? Let me know down below. Is this era NBA trash? Y'all think he's right about what he said about LeBron? Let me know down below. But ring culture, always remember, we are ring culture because the whole point of the culture is to win rings. For the culture. I love y'all. Peace.